Coyote versus Acme, available in theaters nationwide this Friday. It has every Rotten Tomato ever made associated with it. Red hot film, and one of the stars, Will Forte, is back here in the show. Good to see you, Will. How are you?
Very good. How are you?
Now, so it's funny. It takes place in Albuquerque, New Mexico, where Bugs Bunny took multiple wrong turns.
Yes.
You don't know that.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's well established.
Yeah, bad signage there. Bad signage.
He would wind up at Pismo Beach and think he's wound up. He took a wrong turn, and he always chose Albuquerque.
Yeah.
But it's also interesting. You play like a Saul Goodman type guy, and you're in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Oh yeah.
Have you connected these dots at all?
Oh sure.
Look
Yeah.
Look at us.
Better Call Saul is one of my favorite shows.
Well, again, so you are playing a lawyer representing Wile E. Coyote against the Acme company. Correct?
Yes. He has for years, I mean, as we all know, he has been having all these products that he's using to try to catch the Roadrunner. They're malfunctioning on him, blowing him up, singeing all his hair off. So he's finally had enough, and he wants to sue the Acme Corporation.
Well, he should.
Yeah, exactly.
It's his right to sue and then hire your character, Kevin Avery. The reviews have been fantastic for Coyote versus Acme.
96% certified fresh.
Certified fresh.
Crazy.
Our radio audience has returned. Will Forte is here. We just saw a clip of Coyote versus Acme in theaters nationwide this Friday, August 28th. John Cena was already on and supported this a few weeks ago. And it's the live action, the animation, and just everything. It looks amazing. It looks so great to see this on the screen. And of course, so many folks of our generation will remember Roger Rabbit and things like that. And it kind of has a similar feel to that.
Yeah,
obviously.
big shoes to fill, obviously, like that. That's at the top of the heap when it comes to the mixture of live action and animation. And so that, we were just trying to do something that lived up to these wonderful Looney Tunes characters that we grew up loving. And, the whole thing was just made with such love and respect for Looney Tunes. So we're really excited by how it turned out.
Okay, yeah. And Cena's just a great human.
He's so good.
Right.
And it's really fun to watch him work. He just is, he's got these really long chunks of dialogue. And I've never seen him chunk anything.
No kidding.
He's so prepared, and then he's also a really gifted improviser. So he can slip in some incredibly funny dialogue seamlessly into this written word and get right back into the next thing he's supposed to say. And I don't have that talent. Like, I can maybe every once in a while think of something funny to say, but then I'll chunk it when I'm trying to get right back into the prepared dialogue.
Man, he's veering into your lane, and you say he has skill set that you're...
Oh, he's amazing. I actually learned a lot from him.
What about wrestling? Can you get in his lane? And,
he knows that, that I'm very, very strong and powerful.
You can
I have, wily moves, pun intended.
Look at you, man. Yeah, obviously.
Thank God we're in a different weight class, right?
Yeah. Otherwise, you'd have to teach him a lesson.
Exactly.
Understood. And just acting with not... Like, how did you do this? Like, we just saw you holding up an Acme rocket in your hands. Yeah. And an evidence box that looked real that was put on the table by, Wile E. Coyote. How did you pull this sort of stuff off?
A lot of that stuff is pretty easy. Like the rocket skates, you're just holding a pair of blades or something, right? Okay. So they can just animate over it. But there are some very intricate things. Like there's a scene in here where an animated piano falls onto a car, an actual car, and smashes the car. So you'd just seeing how they implode the car, and you have to do so many different takes, and then they composite the shots, and you can actually see there on the day how it's going to work, and it was so fun. But like actually, when we're talking to a character, it's a different story, because like there's a traditional thing where you just hold a tennis ball on the end of a stick so you know where the character's eyes are.
Yes.
Well, Dave Green, the director, had this really smart thing. He took this guy, this iconic puppeteer, Dave Barclay, who like did Jabba the Hutt and Yoda and like all the Fraggle Rock characters, just a ton of stuff. And he had a Wile E. Coyote puppet. So during rehearsals, we would move around with that puppet, and he would be able to be as expressive as Wile E. is. And it, by the time we got to shooting the scene with the tennis ball, you really kind of knew what Wile E. was going to do.
So someone else is holding the stick with the tennis ball, obviously, while you're acting.
Yes. Yeah. Or sometimes it's just like a little pole with a tennis ball on it.
Dude, Just when you thought, oh, this it's so high tech and all that stuff, it's just a tennis ball.
Oh yeah.
At the end of the day,
always
sometimes it's simple as that.
Yeah.
Coyote versus Acme, available in theaters nationwide this Friday, August 28th. It's been a while since you've been here. Are you still a fan of the Raiders? Are we still in on this? Or
I am. I mean, I'll be honest. I was a little upset by them moving to Las Vegas.
Right.
I was born in Oakland. My A's have done it too, so it's tough to take. But they're still my team.
Yes.
I haven't moved off of them, but it's just a little different not having them be in Oakland.
Yeah.
And that's how I felt when they went to Los Angeles too, back in the day, back in the 80s. It just felt so right when they came back home. So
you spent time in the black hole in your life.
Oh yeah. I got to go hang out with Phil Villapiano in the black hole. I got to hang out with him and Franco Harris together.
Dude.
Pretty, right before Franco passed away. I think it was within that next year.
Yeah.
He had come because it was some anniversary of the Immaculate Reception.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And so it was really fun to be down there because you're with all these people dressed up in Raiders stuff, and they just had such respect for Franco Harris. It was really fun to see how they embraced him.
Yes.
And the Phil Villapiano is just an amazing guy.
They didn't drop
meet Dave Casper through him, and just it was it's like royalty.
They didn't drop a Phil Villapiano on a car, right?
No, they did not. Okay. This is a regular piano. Thank you for the clarification.
There would have to be a stunt Villapiano for something like that. Understood. All right, I've got a list of celebrity true or false aspects about your career. I want to know what's true and what's not. Okay, and we have as always great production value to kick it off. Please hit it.
Celebrity true or false?
You can't handle the truth.
All right, and that's also a harbinger. Jack Nicholson's voice right there.
True.
Celebrity true or false with Will Forte. True or false? First up, you roomed with Val Kilmer, and the two of you actually considered competing on the Amazing Race together.
That's true.
All right.
What?
All right. Let's start from the beginning. You and Val Kilmer are
So we were in MacGruber together.
Okay.
He had a place in New Mexico that he had to sell, and he was living in a rented place in Malibu, and he was going to find a new place in Malibu. So he asked me, would it be okay if he stayed with me for what I thought was a couple days while he was locking down a new place in Malibu. It ended up being 2.5, 3 months. And it was a blast. So I would watch Amazing Race every week, and he would come in and say, this stuff is going to rot your mind. What are you doing watching this reality crap? And I said, it's pretty good. You should watch it.
It's a reality competition. It's
I
not
know.
Just reality. It's a reality
exactly.
competition.
I loved it. So he sat down, and by the end of the first time watching it, he's like, oh, this is pretty good. So every Sunday, it was Sunday, right?
Yeah.
We would watch it together.
Yeah.
And at a certain point, a couple weeks in, we just looked at each other. We're like, we got to do The Amazing Race. And we called our reps the next day, and they were like, no way, no, what are you doing? And we kind of just let it go. And then when he just sadly passed away recently, I called them all up and I reminded them oh, remember we wanted to do The Amazing Race. And they're like, oh man, you should have done that. Like, you were the people who told us not to.
Damn it.
Yeah.
What was he like as a roommate? Messy?
It was the coolest experience. There was a time, we were both kind of Oscars in a way, and both kind of Felixes also in a way.
Yeah.
But I just will always remember there was this one time when we were both doing something at the kitchen table, and a Doors song came on. And we just started singing a Doors song together. And it just made me remember back when the Doors movie was coming out. Yeah. Never in a million years would have thought that I'd even get a chance to shake Val Kilmer's hand.
Yes.
And now he's my roommate that I want to move out of my house because I'm it was so fun.
That's so great. I love that.
He was a magical dude.
Second one for you here. Speaking of MacGruber, true or false, you owned the Mazda Miata that he drove in the film?
I did.
So that was your car?
I didn't own it.
You owned it.
We used it. And then I just asked, as production was ending, oh, what are you doing with the car? And they said, oh, we're just going to sell it. And I said, how much? And they said, $1,000. me and John and Yorma, who made the movie together, we said, let's do it. It was a great deal for them because they didn't put in any of the money. I bought it, but the three of us owned it. And it was just like sitting in my garage for, I don't know, 15 to 13 years. So finally I sold it for charity.
Okay.
This wonderful guy, Mike, bought it for like $55,000.
Whoa.
He let us sell it again the next year for charity, the same charity. Again, bought it to keep it for $55,000 again. And then we sold it a third time. And now somebody else has it up in Canada somewhere.
So was it any point in time here? Was it here in Southern California that you
oh, yeah.
Okay. So you could be, did you drive around? Like somebody could like be at a red light and turn and there's Will Forte and the Mazda Miata from MacGruber?
I didn't drive it because we had to go straight from the set in Albuquerque where we shot MacGruber to the whole season in SNL. So by the time I got back and the car was in my garage, the battery was dead and the tires were flat. And so it wasn't till we made the MacGruber TV series in like 2021 that they came and loaded it onto a flatbed and we used it for the TV series too.
Love it.
Yeah.
Next up, true or false?
But I did then when I was getting it ready to be auctioned off, I did drive it down to the place. I had to try to get it smogged and stuff like that. And I did
smog testing the Miata from MacGruber.
Well, because it's not just this Miata. It's also like in the TV series, we drew a bunch of like nasty sayings on the car. So like I'm driving around with pictures of, I think there's a picture of a penis on it and stuff like that.
Safe for driving, but not safe for work.
Yeah.
Got it. All right. Next up, let's talk about Nebraska. True or false? You attended a screening party for Nebraska thrown by Bruce Dern's friend Jack Nicholson, and Mickey Rooney and Peter Fonda were also there. Is that true?
That's true.
Dude.
That is true.
Where was the
I forced Jack Nicholson to take a picture with me.
And?
I mean, he was very cool about it. He said, I don't really do pictures because if you want a picture, everybody's going to want a picture. And I said, but you like are throwing this screening for us. And I was just like up there, one of the main guys in the, like just, I think people will understand. So I just really quickly snapped a couple. He was really great about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Mickey Rooney was there?
Mickey Rooney was there. I got a picture with him. It was nuts. Like this, being in Nebraska was something that just came out of nowhere. Yeah. Like I never in a million years would have thought I'd get to be a part of a movie like that, especially because I had never done any acting like that. And then to get to work with Bruce was already enough for me. But then he's just friends with all these legends that I just got to be a fly on the wall and watch him interact with them. It was really sweet.
Well, the second one is that true or false, your car scenes with Bruce Dern in Nebraska lasted so long that Dern said, quote, we found out what bottles are for. Is that true?
He's not a stranger to being in a bottle. None of us are.
No. We're not
judging.
I wouldn't say we do it daily, but every once in a while that we are gifted with the ability to do it in a pinch.
Right.
And I don't overuse it, but I know it's there if I need it.
But so did at any point in time you turn to your right and there's Bruce going number one in a bottle? Did that happen?
Some things you
what happens in Nebraska stays there?
Exactly.
Got it. We had him on the show multiple times, and he's a diehard football fan. He would tell stories about gambling and watching Super Bowls, and then of course he was in Black Sunday, know.
No, I would. It was funny because he would every once in a while, he would make a phone call, and I think he would put some bets in every once in a while, and I wouldn't know what he was doing. He'd just go like 2, 4, 3, 5, 6, 9, 4, 2, 1, 2, 4, 5 over, 2, 6 under, stuff like that.
Oh my God. That makes so much sense.
Just a delightful guy. And like the character he plays in Nebraska, very soft-spoken. And then the minute that they cut, he just is the most talkative, wonderful person with these insane stories of legends, like hanging out with Marilyn Monroe and stuff like that. what a wonderful guy, and he taught me so much. I love him.
Last one, true or false? You have to take 6 people out to yogurt twice a year for the rest of your life.
False. It's 2 people.
2 people.
And I've been very behind. I owe them like
what do you mean?
20.
Is this a charity event?
Great guy, Eric Schmidt. I owe you a bunch of yogurts. And so this was another MacGruber related thing. We put out this was for the Boys and Girls Club. Mm-hmm. We auctioned off the chance to watch the MacGruber TV series, the first couple episodes, before anybody else could watch it. Me and Ryan Phillippe would host this screening.
Yes.
So this guy bought it, but we had a bunch of tiers, like special things you could get if it reached a certain level. Mm-hmm. And this person reached this level I never thought anybody would reach, where I just said, I will take you for yogurt twice a year for the rest of my life. And Fortes live into their 90s. So I really have dropped the ball. And so, Eric, just know I'm thinking about you, and I know.
Last one for you, outside of true or false. That sketch on SNL where you're dancing with Peyton Manning in a locker room. Where the hell did that come from? Was that your idea to write that sketch?
This was a combo idea. John Lutz, he's was on 30 Rock as the writer. Lutz, he was also an SNL writer. And so he came to me. We had a little writing date, and he had that song that we danced to.
Yes.
And he said, I want to do something with this. And I said, I've always had this idea where a coach motivates his team with some stupid song. So we write this whole sketch, and at the last second, as we're going to turn it in for the table read, he said, why don't you do a dance or something while the song's playing? That wasn't even going to be part of the sketch.
Yeah.
It was just going to be me listening to that for a long time because it was so goofy. And thank God he made that suggestion, because that's I think my favorite sketch I ever got to be a part of.
It's brilliant.
And Peyton's so good in it.
Well, that's my question, is you being pitched to do a silly dance, you're all over it. Peyton Manning being pitched that. Did that need to be an arm twist for Peyton?
Not at all. He was game for anything.
Love it.
He was one of my favorite hosts for sure.
Well, he's got a great sense of comic timing, and I guess if he's going to throw footballs at kids to make fun of a United Way commercial, he's open for anything.
Oh, yeah. That was one of my favorite episodes the whole time I was there, and certainly the favorite sketch that I got to be a part of.
And I just love watching everybody try not to break behind you.
Well, it was not a choreographed dance, so there were a lot of things that were hitting them for the first time.
Are you serious?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't know what I just go out there and kind of see what happens. So I just lucked out that the best version of that dancing happened on the live show, because it doesn't always happen like that. Usually you do the best version during the dress rehearsal show that nobody sees, and then you chunk it on air. So I just got really lucky that was the one that came out when it was supposed to.
It's brilliant.
I mean, Bill Hader is in the background covering his face because he doesn't want to look at you because he will just lose it.
He can't handle it.
Yeah.
That's what I love watching. And then you doing that, and then Peyton being into it.
He's so good. He's so tall that when he lifts up my leg to play it as a guitar, I swear I almost ripped my body in two. I just, even then I was just turning 40 and I don't stretch very much.
Less that you are limber and you're talented and you're just awesome. Thank you for coming on.
You're awesome. Well, thanks for having me.
Right back at you. Will Forte. Everybody check out Coyote versus Acme this coming Friday. Get your tickets now, because everybody's going to want to get in to see this awesome movie, bring the kids, and so much more. Hey, you made it all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Check us out every single weekday on Disney+, the ESPN app, and ESPN Radio. And be sure to now check out richeisenshop.com to see all of our latest apparel and accessories so you can rep your love of the show every day.